Oh my god. If you are looking for a kick-ass action film, you are not going to be disappointed with this film. Hello, my name's Aston Regis, and if you're new to this channel and you love martial arts pop culture, everything from movies, television, and even some computer games, consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my new videos. Ninja, Tear of a Shadow. This is such a great film. Absolutely fantastic. Scott Adkins, he's one of my favorite martial arts actors working today. Absolute legend. And this film, he just really demonstrates his skills in this film. It's so well done. So this film is the sequel to Ninja. It was a film that was, I remember the same year, there was another film called Ninja Assassin, but I was really looking forward to. It was really disappointing. And Ninja, where it wasn't fantastic, it was better than that. Scott Adkins was in that film as well. This film far surpasses that film in quality. It's so much better. The action is so well done. It's not just the action, it's not just the choreography, it's the way the camera moves and understands how to direct the action. The director, Isaac Florentine, he's one of the best in the business in terms of action directing. So he directed Undisputed 2 and Undisputed 3. Like, those are some of the best martial arts action films that you'll see. And obviously, again, starring Scott Adkins, it really shows here, when a director understands how to tell a story through action. I mean, the story is the story of Casey, this ninja. He's a master of ninjutsu. His wife is murdered. It's a revenge tale. See, Casey's on the quest for revenge, looking for this drug lord or this crime lord. I forgot what the guy's name was now in the film, but anyway, Goro or something. He's looking for him. He goes to Thailand. He goes to Burma. And there's some fantastic fight scenes in this film. It's just absolutely phenomenal. Just the way the action flows. Obviously, Scott Adkins is very capable. There's a lot of great acrobatic movements, and everybody else in the film as well really stepped up the game. You could tell they've got real martial artists in this role, real stuntman in the roles, people who understand fight choreography, who understand action, storytelling. It's not just the action and the choreography, but it's also, like I said, the way that the camera moves and tells the story. It follows the action very well, and I just felt like it was so well directed. And it's something that's very lacking in Hollywood movies. Apart from maybe like the John Wick series, which Chad Kachowski, again, one of the best in the game, directs that. They prioritize the action in the storytelling. It's not just, we'll just do it in post and do a bunch of quick edits like a lot of Hollywood films do. This is an example of people who understand the language of action and the importance and integrity of that action in a story, in an action film. I don't know if Isaac Florentine has any plans to work on any bigger budget films. Some of the studios really need to look at him and people like him who understand action, bring them in, for some of the bigger films. Because, for example, Black Panther, I was really looking forward to that, and I did enjoy the film, but I was disappointed with the action in the film, especially you could tell it was like a step down from the Black Panther we saw in Civil War, Captain America Civil War, because Chad Kachowski and the guys from John Wick actually did the action for that, and they really understood the character, the way he moved, the way he fought, and even a lot of the audience, they mentioned that in terms of what they enjoyed about the character, as well as him being an awesome character. A lot of people mentioned the fighting, and that was one of the weak points of the Black Panther film, because they didn't bring them guys back to do that. So I felt like that was a disappointing element of the film that would have enhanced the film and made it even better, because Black Panther is a warrior and action is part of that language of that film. It's not just the story, it's also the action needs to be elevated to this level of the story. And I find a lot of these films, these lower budget films with these highly skilled martial arts actors, stuntmen, and directors who understand action and who can direct action, they're such high quality, and a lot of people miss them because they're not like the shiny objects of the big blockbuster. You got to check out this film. It is so entertaining. There's so many great fight scenes in the film. Fun fact, Scott Adkins, this film I think was quite special to him because he said that American Ninja had a big impact on his life. You know, there's a movie called American Ninja, which was like the first kind of film that had a big impact on him. He said that his father ended up buying him a ninja suit, and he ended up training in ninjutsu for a few months and things like that, and how that really inspired him even before the Hong Kong days. So even before, you know, because obviously he was very inspired by Hong Kong cinema. He's worked in Hong Kong. There's a lot of action films there. You know, obviously the latest film he did was Yip Man 4, and he's done a few action films in Hong Kong. But it was American Ninja that really inspired him. So for him to come and produce such a kick-ass ninja film was so good. You know, he only puts on the ninja outfit once in the film, but you know, when he does, it's so good. It is so good. You know, there was a lot of integrity to the style of ninjutsu in terms of the hand movements that they do. I don't have a lot of knowledge about ninjutsu, but little things like that, a story arc, it's a real story, you know, point to the film that brings in the martial arts style to the character. And obviously this is a revenge story. His wife was murdered, so he's on the quest of revenge, and you can feel the anger in the fight scenes. There's a really good fight scene. There's so many good fight scenes in the film, but there was a really good fight scene in a bar where a guy bumps into him. They end up fighting, and then all the other guys end up fighting. I think this was in Thailand. Just the anger that Scott Adkins was able to portray was really good. And there's also a scene where he's sparring at the dojo, and the guy accidentally punches him in the face, and then he just goes crazy, and then he just attacks the guy. He just goes crazy at the guy. And I felt those were really good story points. It really, the fights that you see post his wife dying in the film are full of rage. And I thought Scott Adkins really expressed that well in the fighting, the way he fought, the expression that you could feel the anger in and amongst all the extravagant action. You really feel the kicks and the punches, like he's really like expressing his anger and trying to get revenge. And I thought that's a really important story arc in fighting, in fight choreography in film, to kind of be able to show that and not just be flashy for the sake of being flashy. There's a lot of flash, but the flash is driven by the storytelling, and that's could only be done when there's a good team behind a film like this and a great director who understands how to tell story through action. So I definitely recommend it. This is definitely a must-see film, definitely on my top 100 martial arts films that you should check out. So what to watch next? Check out my playlist of the top 100 martial arts films I think you should check out, and check out this video I think you'll enjoy. Anyway, I'll see you next time for another video, and remember, behind every fight is a great story. Peace.